Well, welcome to Carthage High School for week 11 of the high school football season as the Republic Tigers take on the top seeded in the district Carthage Tigers on the road. This is a game featuring two teams that played just 3 weeks ago, and they'll be back at it again tonight. Rich Miles, 2 weeks ago, the Republic Tigers fell way behind and then stormed back, had a chance to get it within one touchdown and fumbled deep in Carthage territory. But I think coming away from that game, the team felt like they had played pretty well and felt a little more confident if they would have to face Carthage again. And, of course, at that time they knew they probably would, and it turned out that, yes, they do.
You're exactly right. The offense scored a few touchdowns on a really good Carthage defense. The offense felt really confident. On the defensive side, that is where, it made Carthage work for every single point and yardage they got. There was just a handful of fourth down conversions that was kind of the difference in the game, where Carthage was able to score, I believe, on 3 or 4 fourth down conversions to get the touchdown. So, but whatever the case may be, it will be, I think, another close game, especially if the offense is able to kind of put some drives together that we've seen them do the past couple years. The offense has definitely gotten better as the season's gone on, and if they play as hard as they did against Branson, it's going to be a tough game for Carthage.
Talked to Coach Dustin Baldwin and kind of took stock of the season, where they had gone from week 1 in the loss to Branson to the loss in week 9, or the win rather, in week 10, and talked about just where the offense and the defense had started. And we started with a conversation about the defense, and here's what he had to say. So they still have more improvement to go?
Yeah, I think they've had more good nights than bad. That's for sure. Kept us in a lot of games, especially early in the year. Gave us a chance. It's too bad that we couldn't kind of get everything to go in there all at once. But their consistency level has been pretty good all year. They've had a few nights where they've struggled, but really proud of their effort to detail and their effort to just getting people to the ball, running, understanding who you're playing and trying to take away their strengths and that kind of thing. So those kids have been locked in all year, and there's a lot of great team players on that side of the football for us, guys that buy in and are willing to do whatever it takes and don't really care about having their name in the spotlight. And those are the kind of kids that make good teammates and you can build great teams off of.
Where would you say the biggest, or have you seen a big improvement in a particular area? And if so, what area has the defense, you think, improved in as the season's gone on?
I think for them, understanding offenses from week to week and understanding our role. So there's been a lot of guys who have accepted roles. Like, we've been moving around different guys, a few people. I don't want to go into names, but, moved them to different positions, and they've accepted those roles, and they've said, okay, well, if that's what's best for us, and that's what I'm going to do to the best I can. And then there's been guys that have started and not started, come back in and played well. And so just everybody buying into their role and being selfless and being committed to what we're trying to do. And that's probably the thing that I've been most proud of them for.
It was probably a harder question for the defense than the offense because they were so good from the get-go. Let's look at the offensive side of the ball. And as that has obviously gotten better as the season's gone on, what's the difference there? Are there one or two things that stand out for you?
Yeah, I think everything starts up front, but even with our wide receivers and our linemen, everybody's blocking better. It's real understanding who to block and then actually executing the block is probably the biggest thing that I've seen, the biggest difference that I've seen from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. Early we were struggling. We spent the whole offseason really trying to build a team that was going to be able to run the football, and we've done a lot better job of it this year. Not as much early as, once we kind of got to that point mid-season that we talked about, and we've kind of put some things together, and we've been able to run the ball for a lot better average per carry this season compared to last, almost 2 yards more per carry. Well, I think it is a little over 2 yards. So we're around 3-something, and now we're in the 5-somethings, which is pretty good.
As you look at that improvement, is that you think an improvement of just kind of the standard, well, the season's gone on and the team's gotten better, or is that it's now been a year and a half, 2 years under your system and the kids are just then know that system better?
Yeah, it's a good question. Probably a combination of a lot of different things. One, just getting more comfortable with our schemes and what we're doing. I think commitment and buy-in to what we're doing also. Just the everybody working together, everybody on the same page, working in the same direction. We struggled with that early in the year. And I don't know that it wasn't really selfishness or whatever. It was just, getting everybody on the same page. And I think we've done a better job of that lately.
We prepare to talk about the Carthage Tigers. And Carthage was an opponent who was in here, I guess, would have been week 7, week 8, and I lose track. That was a game that got out of hand early. And then in the second half, defense held them in check, and offensively you were able to start doing some things. You had some success running the ball against them in that first game, and is that something that you feel like you can take advantage of or do again coming up on Friday?
Well, Carthage is a great team. They're 8-1 and ranked number 1 in the state, and have a lot of great athletes. I think I've heard their quarterback will probably be back. And they just do a lot of things well, and they're gonna, they're gonna change up some things. We were able to run the ball successfully on them last time. I think they're gonna. They have, they're usually playing man. They played a little zone against us last game, but they're gonna make some changes. They're not gonna let us do some of the things that we have been doing successfully and did successfully against them last time. So I certainly anticipate some changes from them defensively. And then, they'll have some new looks offensively. They've been pretty consistently the same team this year. And, even going back to last year, some of the looks that they give people. So hopefully we'll be ready for all those potential looks. And, last game we were able to hang in there and claw our way back in. We got it to 2 scores. We got the football back. And I was really proud of our kids for the way they fought that night and continued to push and push and push and get back in it. And hopefully we can get off to a little better start this time and not get behind, because obviously you don't want to put yourself in that position against a great football team.
Is that any more important being down there as opposed to up here? Had a difficult time down there last year, and obviously the atmosphere is going to be a lot different.
Yeah, going down there anytime, like I've mentioned before, we haven't really traveled west overly well. I thought we did a pretty decent job, especially the second half at Neosho. But they're a great program. Got to have a really nice facility down there that they built last year. And, they have high expectations in that program. And their kids are rested, and they haven't really, our game was their last competitive game. They went in and beat Ozark pretty good, and then they had last week off, so they're going to be well rested and coached up, and so it'll be a difficult task. But we're really excited for the chance. You don't get chances like this to play the number 1 team in the playoffs very often, and so I really hope our kids respond and are ready to go Friday.
How has practice been with the kids? Are they looking forward to getting down there?
Yeah, I think once we played them the last time, what's now about 18, 19 days ago, I thought the kids were they left that game with just like, hey, I feel like we can compete with these guys and would love another shot. And what that means, I don't know. We'll see Friday, but I think our kids are excited about the chance and the opportunity, and hopefully we at least play our best and have a chance to win.
As you prepare for a team that you've faced before, and you mentioned, for example, offensively for you and anticipating changes or whatever they might do defensively to change things up, how much do you prepare for what you've seen, and how much of your preparation is for what you might see that you haven't necessarily seen so far?
Yeah, it's an educated guess is all you're really doing. We look back, we have films from them, not just the last 2 years, but from when we were at Neosho also. And so we've been playing, against them for a while, and have a pretty good idea of some different things that they could do or do when they change things up. And so that's really what we're looking at. And that's true for both the offense and the defense. So they have some different sets that they've run in the past offensively that they haven't done a lot of this year. But we're going to certainly introduce our kids to those just in case, and they go back to some of those things, and we'll see how it goes.
All right. Good luck on Friday.
Thank you.
Sometimes you don't know you need a doctor until you need one right away. Meet the team at Cox Health Orthopedic and Sports Injury Walk-In Clinic. Our experts can treat fractures, sprains, dislocations, and other action-related injuries in all ages. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5:30 with no appointment needed. Call 417-875-3800 for more information.
Well, welcome back to Carthage as we are just about set to go here in the district semifinal between the number 1 ranked Carthage Tigers and the Republic Tigers. Carthage 8-1, Republic 3-7, and Republic will receive to start things off. I didn't see how the coin flip went. Did they lose, Carthage defer, or
Republic won and received?
Interesting. So Republic says we'll take the ball first and see what we can do offensively, and they'll go from there. High kick is going to be caught at around the 30 and then drilled is the receiver. Evan Smith took the kick and was hammered but hung on to the ball, and so the Tigers will have good field position to start things off. And as always, when I say Tigers, I'm talking about Republic because that's the way it goes.
Right, that was a really high arching kick. Hangs up in the air, doesn't go very far, allows your kicking team to gain ground. So as soon as he was able to catch the ball, he had about 3 or 4 blue jerseys in his face.
And a low snap to start things off. Good play by Lucas Hayes to pick it up off the ground and hand it to Riley Sigmund on the very first carry. That was an inauspicious start. I haven't really seen very many snaps low like that all season, sometimes a high one. But Logan Farlander didn't get that one back quite far enough. Sigmund on the next carry. Takes it back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a little bit more. Picks up a couple of yards on that. It'll be 3rd and 9 coming up for the Tigers.
It's going to have to be a strong night for the offensive line. They're going to have to be able to sustain their blocks. No miscues tonight against a very good Carthage defense that's kind of shutting most teams down throughout the season.
Going to throw it. Hayes is going to roll near side, stops under pressure, and is finally tracked down. Was under pressure from the get-go on that one. And it was Alex Martini who tracked him down, I think, and got the tackle.
Yeah, I think you're right. He kind of came up from the pile there, excited, pumping his arms. So obviously not a way that Republic's offense wants to start off the game. So hopefully we can get a good punt here and set up a good field position for the defense.
Logan Watson tries to reverse the field, and the ball bounces and dies. It'll roll sideways toward the sideline and roll almost out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. So at least, as you said, they did get a good punt away and will force Carthage to march down the field if they want to be on the board first.
Special teams wise, that has definitely been one of the brighter spots throughout the season, as the punt team's done a really good job of offensive lineup there blocking, good punts, good coverage down the field. There hasn't been too many long punt returns throughout the season.
10:20 left to go in the first quarter, just underway here in the district semifinals. Carthage with the ball for the first time, four-man front for the Republic defense. Man goes in motion for Carthage, comes to the near side, and now here goes a second man in motion. They fake the handoff to him, and taking it up the middle is the quarterback, and that is Patrick Carlton. So Dustin Baldwin had heard that Zeke Sappington might be in there at quarterback, and he's been out for most of the year with an injury, but it is Carlton, who had the big game against Republic the first time these two played, who's in there at least to start things off. We'll see if Carthage mixes it up.
Yeah, he had a very good game the first time these two teams hooked up. He had a lot of passing yards and a lot of rushing yards.
Second down, and they're going to run it on second down for a gain of 4 or 5 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3 as Mueller took it forward for about 4, and Jordan Gold brought him down. So big play here on 3rd down on the very first series, an opportunity for the defense to come up big, and they played well in the second half, the first time these two teams faced off. 3rd and 3 is what they're going to call it. Carthage needs to get it out to about the 44. And again, Carlton is going to keep it, runs off tackle, and cuts it up across the first down marker out near midfield. Tigers had an opportunity, but didn't really miss any tackles. It was just a matter of they were not quite there in time, and so first down for Carthage.
Yeah, no huge gains. This is kind of like the first game. First game, Carthage didn't have too many big plays. It was just kind of getting 4 or 5 yards at a time. A lot of their drives ate up a lot of the scoreboard clock. I expect some of the same things here this evening.
Carlton is going to pitch it near side. Running room and up the sideline, and is he going to go? Yes, it is going to be a touchdown for Carthage. It's Tyler Mueller who brought it to the near side, turned the corner, and then sprinted upfield and got it to the end zone. So Carthage goes on top 6-0 with 8:24 left to go in the first quarter.
I thought Riley Sigmund was going to be able to shove him out of bounds there at the last minute, but Mueller just kind of kept his feet, kind of high-stepped just enough to not go out of bounds, and just did the rest with his legs.
So Carthage tries to tack on the extra point. High kick, end over end, and through the uprights. And with 8:24 left to go in the first quarter, it is 7-0 Carthage. We'll take a break and be back after this.
Mid-Missouri Bank is proud to support Republic Athletics. Bank better with Mid-Missouri Bank at our Republic location, or on the go with our free mobile apps and easy online banking. Even get your Tiger Athletics Mid-Missouri Bank debit card with no wait at any of our 14 locations. Mid-Missouri Bank. Live, work, play, bank. And of course, go Tigers. Mid-Missouri Bank. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
So after the first series, Tigers got a 3rd and 3 defensively against Carthage before they picked up a first down, but then on the very next play, Carthage breaks one, goes the distance, and goes on top 7-0. Let's see if Republic can respond. Cam Flood is back deep. Sigmund and Evan Smith are on the 15-yard line. Jaden Duval standing on the 30, and they're going to kick it back to Flood. Takes it about the 9, across the 20. He's got an opening, comes to the near side, 40, and dragged down from behind at about the 45-yard line. And Marcus Huntley grabbed him around the shoulder as in threw him to the ground and saved the touchdown.
Yeah, I thought Cam Flood was going to be able to juke number 13 out of there, but Huntley did a good job of keeping an athletic position there and not allowing Cam Flood to get by him. But whatever the case, Cam Flood does a great job in the return, had some good blocks in front of him, and sets up the offense for a short field.
Flood is split out wide to the far side after that kickoff return, and they are going to throw it to him and high. Hayes fired it to him on a little screen, dumping it out to the far flat and overthrew it.
I do like that play, though. The corner that was over there on Cam Flood is playing way off the line of scrimmage, so if that pass had been on spot there, Cam Flood could have gotten pretty close, I think, to a first down before that corner would have come up to him.
Yeah, if you can get him in space, he can make you miss, so it's just a matter of getting the ball to him. Fake handoff under pressure. Hayes steps up. He's going to run it. Has a lot of room. Big gap in the middle. Has a first down and more. Angles to the far side and is tackled at about the 37-yard line. Good play by Lucas Hayes as he immediately saw he wasn't going to have time to throw it and made a good decision there to just tuck it, run it, and saw the opening in front of him. And tried to get outside a block there and couldn't quite make it.
That's definitely something that we've talked about, that we've seen a huge improvement with Lucas, is if there's nothing there, he makes the good decision to make himself a running back.
7:55 left in the first quarter. Hayes is going to keep it on a designed keeper that time, and not much running room. Snowed under at about the line of scrimmage, maybe gained one. I think the first defender there was Bobby Kendrick, the linebacker.
And with that said, Bobby Kendrick comes off the field, I think with the shoulder or neck injury.
Yeah, it just kind of looks like he got dinged there on the tackle. Second down and about 9 for the Tigers. Hayes looks to throw, comes near side, and misses the target intended for Duval. So it's going to be third down and 9.
Yeah.
Everything's a little out of sync for Republic here in the early going.
You're exactly right. And usually Lucas is a little bit more spot on throughout the game than how he started here in the first quarter. If Duval had caught that, it probably would not have been for a very big gain anyway, so it might have been a good thing that was a pass that was incomplete.
Third and 9. And Hayes tucks, runs, and he's hit at about the 33. It'll be fourth down and about 7. And let's see, I think the Tigers probably will go for it here in this situation. Trailing 7-0, 6:56 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, I don't see anybody coming off the sideline there, so looks like the offense is going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hayes will throw. The blitz is on. Hayes gets away, throws it upfield. It's caught by Duval down inside the 15. And good recognition by Hayes and a good job by Duval to come back and recognize that Hayes was in trouble and make the catch.
That was a great pass. It was almost like a shot put.
And just floated it right where Duval could get it, nobody else. So that keeps the drive alive with 6.5 minutes left in the first. Tigers trying to even the score, trailing 7-0. Trips to the right side. They've got Flood to the left and Sigmund in the backfield next to Hayes. Gain of maybe a yard for Hayes on that one.
A little read option there was keeping the ball in Sigmund's belly, saw what the defensive linemen were doing, pulled the ball out at the last second, kept it for himself, picking up a yard.
2nd and 9. Hayes keeps it, thought about pitching it, instead tucked it, and I think he felt like the defense was so far back there that he couldn't make the pitch to Sigmund, so he had to reverse direction, gained another yard, 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, Carthage defender came up and split the difference between him and Sigmund, so he knew that if he pitched the ball, it's a possibility of a bad pitch, so he decided to just kind of keep it, try to do something, and get as little yardage as he could.
Rackley and Gavin Walker to the near side, Duval and Sigmund in the backfield, Flood to the left. They throw it to Rackley, and he can't get away. Gets down to about the 10. Gain maybe another yard, so they're gaining a yard at a time, but it's going to be another 4th down for the Tigers. Well, last time these teams faced each other, Carthage scored 4 touchdowns on 4th down, but the Tigers aren't going to try that. They're going to bring out Drew Flippin and see if they can kick the field goal. So Flippin will line up. It'll be Jared Hughes holding. Kick is up, and it is good. Couldn't tell if that was going to be wide left or not, but he snuck it through the uprights, and with 4:41 left in the first quarter, it's 7-3 Carthage. We'll take a break and be back after this.
Hey now, Cracker Jack Shack, Cracker Jack Shack, we've got your back. Hey now, Cracker Jack Shack, custom t-shirts, polos and caps. Cracker Jack Shack, we've got your back. Quilting and stitching, hey, that's our knack. Coffee mugs, pins, frisbees and more. Cracker Jack Shack, your promotional store. Creative ideas, and that's a fact. Always on time and right on track. Cracker Jack Shack, we've got your back. Cracker Jack Shack.
When it's all about the journey, your choice is the new 2018 Chevy Equinox. And right now, Pinnaker Chevrolet has 15% off every new 2018 Chevy Equinox in stock. Or choose 0% financing for 60 months plus $500 cash back. Choose a new 2018 Chevy Equinox at Pinnaker Chevrolet and get 15% off. Explore every corner with the new 2018 Chevy Trax priced as low as $19,540. View the selection and find new roads in Republic or online at PinnakerChevrolet.com.
Kickoff taken at about the 22 and a fair catch called for. Well, they're going to say he was at the 25. That's where the officials, that's where a couple, yeah, just short of the 25. I thought he was further back than that when he caught the ball. Let's take a look and see if we can catch that replay just to see if we can see. Now, it was already caught by the time we saw it. So I guess he was on the 25. 1st and 10 for Carthage. They lead 7-3 with 4:41 left to go in the first quarter. Carlton is in there, and on the jet sweep, they hand it off, and a big play there by, who was that made that play? Sturdivant, I think, got him. It was Trulin Kendrick trying the jet sweep, and Sturdivant grabbed him and threw him down. So a 1-yard loss. Good play by Sturdivant on defense.
Yeah, he just busted right through Carthage offensive line. I don't know if that was a busted play by Carthage, whatever the case would be. He did a great job of wrapping up and not letting the ball carrier slip past him.
Carlton comes near side. Sturdivant gets in to disrupt the play.
After Carlton with the carry.
Carlton makes something out of it before being brought down by Nolan White, the linebacker. Gain of about 6, maybe 7 on the play, though. It was 2nd and 11. Now it's going to be 3rd and about 4.
Big 3rd down here. It'd be great if we could keep Carthage from getting this 1st down. Make them punt and set up the offense. The offense, started out a little shaky on that drive, but ended up finishing strong there with that field goal. So hopefully we can get the ball back for them.
3:27 left in the first quarter. Carlton on the option is going to keep it and gets the first down, takes it across the 35 out to about the 37. So good patient play by Carlton on that one to pick up the first down. Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, it's also an educational experience for the students because high school activities are about learning life values. Republic Tiger Sports and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping hometown sports a positive experience. When you attend your next game, rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson and preserving a proud tradition in Missouri. And a pass over the middle, big opening in the middle of the field, completed to Cale Schrader, the junior receiver, who picks up another first down into Republic territory.
At that time, Carthage wasn't too much pressure on the QB there. He had a little bit of time to scan the field, and you had Schrader there who was able to just kind of do a deep corner route or post route right in the middle of the field, wide open.
Did you know Heinz Street Pharmacy will deliver prescriptions right to your door, or that they can often save you money compared to what you're paying at the big box pharmacies? Heinz Street Pharmacy. Switch and experience the hometown difference. Carlton on the keeper. Comes near side, runs through a couple of tackles and drags Nolan White for a few yards near another first down for Carthage. 2:08 left in the first. Oh, it was Duval. I thought it was 23. It was Duval who finally dragged him down. Any day's a great day to send flowers. Heaven Sent Flowers and Gifts has been your local florist in Republic since 1987, offering free local delivery. Call them at 732-1334 or go online to heavenssentflowers.com. First and 10 for Carthage on the 36. An inside run by Mueller picks up the first down. So Carthage methodical on this drive, not picking it up in big chunks, but slowly moving down the field.
Yeah, and it's been a little bit of everything, too. It's been options, been QB keep, it's been a pass play, a straight give. So Carthage isn't really one-dimensional this evening, kind of spreading the wealth around to different ball carriers.
Carlton picks his way forward before being brought down by Jordan Gold, a gain of about a yard on first down. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Yeah, that looked like that was a QB draw, just a delayed running play by the QB, just enough time for the offensive lineman to kind of split the middle there for the QB and make the corners and everybody run off thinking it's a pass play, and then he just runs right up the middle, either going to the left or the right of the center.
They give him 2 yards on that, so it's 2nd and 8. Carlton out of the shotgun. And a whistle.
Timeout.
Carthage wants to call a timeout. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. That gives us time to remind you that when you're looking to buy or sell a home in Republic, you want someone who knows this market and who also knows marketing. You want the team at Sue Carter Real Estate Group. Sue's been helping families with their real estate needs here in Republic for 15 years, and she's assembled Republic's biggest and best team of real estate professionals. They're innovative, hardworking, and committed to helping you. Whether you're buying or selling, put them on your team. The Sue Carter Real Estate Group. It's about home. Eddie Barbecue Company is home to great barbecue, including the famous Pig Nasty Sandwich. Also home to the Mid-Missouri Bank Repmo Football Show every Wednesday night. Go in and check them out or call them for takeout at 732-4BBQ. And State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it, with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state. All right, Carthage back out there. So is Republic, and here we go. Hand it off, coming near side. Spin move up the sideline by Mueller, and same place he ran last time.
Yeah, once Tyler gets out in space, he kind of hits a second gear, and he's very difficult to take down. Tried to do a spin move there, picked up just a couple of yards there. I thought he was going to be able to spin away, but good job on the open field tackle there, saving the touchdown.
28 seconds left in the quarter. Carthage trying to build on a 7-3 lead. Republic got the ball first, had to punt. Carthage scored on its next drive about 4 or 5 plays later. Carlton starts one way and then reverses, takes it up the middle into the end zone. Duval was there to meet him, but he was already in for the touchdown. And with 22 seconds left in the first quarter, it's 13-3. Carthage with a 10-point lead, and they'll try to add on with the extra point. This is not much different than the first time these two teams met. Carthage scoring pretty quickly and pretty easily. Republic making a dent on offense, but not keeping up so far. Extra point is good. And with 22 seconds left in the first, it is 14-3. Carthage with an 11-point lead. Whether you have a hole in your roof or you're missing a single shingle, you know who to call in Republic. It's Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing. Give them a call at 869-0444 or find them online at absoluteroofers.com. When you need a plumber, you usually need one fast, but you also want one who will do the job right. In the Republic area, that's Far Better Plumbing. Whether it's residential, commercial, or you need excavation, call Far Better and let them take away the stress of your plumbing problem. Call them at 864-8703 or find them online at farbetterplumbing.com. Every insurance company hopes you drive safely, but Allstate actually helps you drive safely with DriveWise. It lets you know when you go too fast and brake too hard with feedback to help you drive safer, giving you the power to actually lower your cost. Contact Republic agent Jesse Pritchett to learn more. That's Republic Allstate agent Jesse Pritchett. Thanks to Jesse Pritchett, one of our newer sponsors on Republic Tiger Sports. Glad to have him aboard. Carthage to kick it off. They're going to kick it deep, and Cam Flood's going to take it on the 8. Follows his blockers out to about the 28, pushes the pile to around the 30 before being brought down. So a return of about 22 yards for Cam Flood, and with 15 seconds left in the first quarter, that's where Republic will start its third drive of the night, trailing 14-3.
Well, we know the offense can move the ball on this Carthage defense. They scored a few times a few weeks ago whenever these two teams played for the first time. The previous drive was successful, getting all the way down inside the 10, setting up a field goal.
Fake the handoff, throw it down the sideline, and overthrew Sigmund by a couple of yards. Just missed, and that will leave 9.6 seconds in the first quarter.
That play could have been so huge there. Sigmund had easily burnt the corner that was on him. He'd gotten past him by a good 3 to 4 yards. If he would have been able to catch that in stride, that probably could have led to a 6 points up on the scoreboard for Republic.
2nd and 10. Sigmund in the backfield with Hayes. The ball is tipped, intended for Duval, but somebody got a hand up. I think it might have been Alex Martini, the defensive end. They don't have heights listed on the roster, but Martini looks like he is pretty tall.
And if I remember right, a few weeks ago, I think there was a couple of batted balls by Carthage defensive line.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, trying to remember whether that was Carthage, where they were really causing problems with the height on their defensive line. So 3rd and 10 with 5 seconds left in the quarter. Fake handoff, and Hayes will keep it. He's got a little running room, cuts it back, takes it out to about the 36, but that'll be well short of the first down marker. And so Tigers will have to punt it away when we come back to start the second quarter. End of the first, it's 14-3 Carthage. And we'll change ends and start again soon. Destiny Church wants to create a revolution through serving, and part of that is recognizing student athletes who are getting out in the community and making a difference. It's a feature called Servolution in Republic Tiger Sports Magazine. If you know a student athlete who's making a difference in the community by volunteering, email me, David at republictigersports.com, and let me know about them, and maybe we can feature them in a future issue of Republic Tiger Sports Magazine. Central Gas Propane is a locally owned and operated propane company offering exceptional customer service when you need it most. They go the extra mile to meet their customers' needs while providing a level of service and communication that no other company can beat. Services include auto fill route options, pre-buy and level pay programs. Call today and switch and save with Central Gas Propane, 725-3833, or visit them online at centralgasmo.com. Logan Watson to punt it away. Gets it off. Nice booming kick. Fair catch called for at about the 33-yard line, and that was a good kick. I think that was one of the best ones we've seen by Logan Watson all year.
Yeah, he had good blocking, had enough time to position himself and get that whole leg there underneath that. Had good height, good distance. Like I said, special teams-wise, the punt team's done a really good job of holding up the blocks for Watson and him getting off the punt, especially when there's been some times where the opponents have been in his face and we can't quite figure out how he was able to get the ball off throughout the season. But definitely something that has definitely improved throughout the year.
14-3, Carthage already with an 11-point lead, trying to build on it here. They're going to throw on first down, and they complete it. And Sigmund makes the tackle on Jaden Morgan, the senior receiver. And Morgan almost got away, and there wasn't much between him and the end zone but green.
Yeah, that was a good tackle. Just got one hand there. I think kind of got him on a handful of jersey and a little bit of the shoulder pads and was able to just drag him straight down to the ground.
So it's 2nd and 1, maybe even less than 1 for Carthage. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper for Carleton, and I think he got it. Needed about a half a yard, got maybe 3/4 of a yard, and picked up the first down. 11:08 left to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, just enough for the first time. First down there, I think Connor Vizio and a couple other D linemen there got the tackle there, but I think he was able to just kind of with that last momentum there, stretch the ball out across the line there to pick up that first down.
Two wide receivers to the left. Carleton was going to keep it and run behind them. And boy, nice play by Carleton. He saw that he couldn't get to the outside. He just stopped on a dime and cut it in and ends up almost getting a first down. 9 yards on the first down run by the quarterback, a sophomore, Patrick Carleton.
Yeah, and he's doing a great job. And that's definitely something that, you know, as the years goes on, this Republic team is going to have to go up against is a well-seasoned QB when he becomes a junior and senior.
10:15 left in the first half. Carthage marching downfield again. Two wide receivers near side. Two backs in the backfield with Carleton. They fake the handoff and throw it over here to Morgan. Gets around one man, takes it up the sideline, puts a stiff arm on Duval. And Duval and Smith finally bring him down, but not before he takes it inside the 20. Near the 19, well, they're going to mark it on the 18-yard line.
Yes, Sigmund was there initially, but there was a blocker out there that just got just enough as Sigmund for the receiver to bounce it out to the numbers and run it down the sideline.
You know, Sigmund, that's a good hustle play by Sigmund because he got blocked out of the play and he ended up being in on the tackle. Near side, Carleton on the keeper. And he's got running room down inside the 10. I say he's got running room. That was really more a matter of just running behind those big blockers and making his own way.
That's enough for
Another first down for Carthage. First and goal coming up with 9:48 left in the second quarter.
And Carthage's offense has so many weapons that they can hurt you at the QB. The QB will keep it. He's able to hit a couple of very quick receivers, and if it's not the passing play, then it's handing it off to different running backs for Carthage.
And upended is the running back.
Stopped by number 15, Brady Coggin.
I didn't see who that was. What was that, 22 Mueller? Yeah.
I think it was,
Thought it was, yeah. Read the number wrong. I'm trying to see who it was. It was Mueller all along. still managed to pick up yardage on it. First and goal, or rather second and goal now from the 5. One wide receiver, but they're going to come to the near side behind all those blockers, and Carleton's going to keep it and take it down to about the 2.
Patrick Carlton
I
with
think
the
that
Casey
was Peltz.
And
And
White.
Nolan White
Yep.
was then on the tackle there.
Under 9 left to go in the first half. Carthage trying to build on a 14-3 lead.
Number 8 for Carthage comes in, Jaden Morgan.
Morgan, the kid that had the big catch a couple of plays ago up the sideline. Let's see if they bring him around. Nope. Carlton's going to tuck it inside, take it into the end zone for a touchdown. And with 8:29 left in the second quarter, it is 20-3 Carthage. So the defense hasn't had much of an answer for the Carthage offense, and that's what they've done to everybody all year except for Webb City. Just have, as you said, they've got so much talent. As we saw walking into the stadium, they're the defending state track champions. So they've got speed, and then they've got a great coach. They're varied and diversified in their offense. Kick is up and good. It's 21-3 with 8:29 left in the first quarter. It's just hard to stop a team. They're so different from Webb City. I feel like you go to Webb City, you know what you're going to get. You know you're going to get it good and hard, and it's probably not going to be very pleasant. Even if you compete with them, it's not going to be very pleasant. Carthage, you don't know what you're going to get, but you know it's also not going to be very pleasant because they've got so many weapons and can come at you so many ways.
You're exactly right. Every single drive has either been just the QB keeping it, handing it off to the running back, or a great pass.
Black Lab Coffee is more than just amazing coffee. It's more than breakfast sandwiches and great desserts. It's the locally owned coffee shop where you can drop in, be greeted by name, and enjoy a quiet place to work or some peaceful conversation. Case and his crew are waiting behind the counter to prepare your order. All you have to do is walk in. Black Lab Coffee at 545 East Elm Street in Republic. So let's see what the Tigers can do if they can come down and answer. High kick going to be taken by Duval at about the 25 to the 35, out near the 40 before finally being dragged down. Tackle made by Tucker Downing. And with 8:24 left in the second, it is 21-3.
Even Carthage's kickoff team is different every time. Almost every kick is different. They'll go from kicking a really high, arcing short kick, and then turn around and kick one that doesn't have very much height, but they boom it all the way down to the 10-yard line. So you have no clue how they're going to kick it either.
Sigmund in the backfield, 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Lucas Hayes to throw. Throws it downfield, and a little jostling going on as Flood, or that was, I turn so I can see the number. Was that Drennan, Jackson Drennan?
Yeah, there's Jackson Drennan down there. Kind of looked like he was just kind of maybe going on a go route, but the Carthage corner was just staying with him stride for stride, so there wasn't much opening there for the ball to go in for the receiver.
Duval goes in motion. They give it to Sigmund. Had a gap momentarily, picked up about 3 yards before being hit and brought down. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. Republic has been in a lot of 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9 tonight, and that is not conducive to long, sustained drives.
You're exactly right, and this offense just hasn't been too successful throughout the season when they are going for 3rd and 7 or more.
3 stacked receivers to the right, and then Rackley all the way to the far sideline. Hayes flushed out of the pocket. Doesn't have much running room, but he's going to take it upfield across midfield for the first down. Great run by Hayes. Looked like he
Ball carried by Jason
tucked and had to run, but he still wanted to throw it even when he started to run.
Yeah,
You can see here he looks like he wants to throw still, but then he decides, no, there's nobody there. I'm just going to have to take it and go, and he made it.
great effort there, stretching the ball out there. I thought he was going to be just short, but dove at the last second just to get that ball across the first down line.
It's a big first down, 7:37 left in the half. Republic already trailing 21-3. Similar formation, only flipped. Ball on the far hash mark. They give it to Sigmund, and nowhere to go.
Riley Sigmund with
Into the backfield to break it up was Blake Schrader, the defensive back. And that's going to be a loss of 3. 2nd and 13 coming up.
I'm not sure if Carthage brought a blitz or not, but due to the fact that there was 2 or 3 blue jerseys in the backfield, that usually is a good indication that you've got a blitz coming.
7:12 left in the half. 2nd and 13. Hayes out of the shotgun. Sigmund next to him. Rackley far sideline. 3 wide receivers over here on the near side. Hayes is going to run it to the far side, take it to the corner, lower the helmet, pick up a couple, but not much room.
Ball carried by Riley Sigmund.
Oh, that was Sigmund.
No gain on play.
Was that Sigmund? I thought that was.
He called it Sigmund,
I
but
think that was. All
right, it was
That was
Hayes.
Lucas. He just kept the ball, and got what he could there, picking up a couple of yards.
I was trying to see if I could tell whether it was, look at the replay and see if there was a direct snap I didn't realize or what was going on. So it was Hayes. Hayes is going to throw it on this one. No, he's not. He's going to pick up the first down. Barely. Good open field tackle.
With the stop.
But Hayes gets the first down, and for the second time on this drive, Hayes with good recognition of when he can tuck and run, and he made the first down.
Yeah, the field just kind of opened up. He had a giant hole that opened up, and when he realized, hey, I'm probably going to have a lot more success if I just tuck the ball and take off running straight up the field to my right than passing the ball, and there was a great decision on Lucas, something he's definitely improved on throughout the year.
Option, pitches it to Sigmund. He picks up about 3 on first down to the 35.
Ball carried by Riley.
5:50 left in the first half. 21-3, Carthage with the lead.
Getting a little reminiscent of the first drive that, or the drive that ended up with the field goal for Republic. Just kind of marching down the field little by little. Lucas Hayes and Sigmund throwing in a couple pass plays there, able to get down the field.
Republic's going to need some breaks to compete with Carthage. So far, they haven't really gotten any. No turnovers, no silly mistakes by Carthage. Pass out to Flood, who takes it and has another first down inside the 25.
Brought down by Tucker Down.
Good catch and throw. Downing with the tackle for Carthage.
That's one of the better passes that Lucas has had tonight. It was spot on. Hit his receiver right there in the upper part of the chest. Was able to have a clean pass that picked up the first down.
Hayes under pressure, and he's not going to be able to get away. Good pursuit by Bobby Kendrick. And Hayes ended up, probably should have just gone down, tried to reverse his field and come back the other way, and that just made him give up more ground. And so now it's going to be second down and very long. Second down and about 20.
Again, might have been one of those where, I think he was outside the tackle box there. He could have possibly just thrown the ball away too.
So you would think this is probably a passing down here, and it is. They are going to throw it over here on the near side. They get it to Gavin Walker, who has the completion, the sophomore, 5'9", 165.
Brought down by Bryce Hughes.
Picked up most of what they lost. It's going to be third down and 11. Duval and Flood near side. Rackley and Walker far side. Sigmund comes out of the backfield. Hayes is going to keep it. Takes it inside the 20. Down to about the 18. It's going to be 4th down.
Carry.
4th and about 5.
Colt Winder.
I think this is
It's
ball
4th
inside
down.
the 20. Definitely going to be 4-down territory here. Everybody's looking over the sideline for the play, so punter or field goal is definitely not going to come out.
And this is about where they were when they kicked the field goal the first time. Of course,
Yeah.
the score was a lot different at that point.
Right. But they're going to talk it over, so Republic calls a timeout.
First charge timeout.
Farmers Insurance has been providing quality, affordable insurance since 1928. In Republic, Farmers agent Nathan Dixon has a game plan for all your insurance needs. And teachers ask about Farmers Education Discount. That's Farmers agent Nathan Dixon. Call them at 732-2900. It's easier than ever to get your Rocco's Pizza fix. Place your order on their website at roccositaliankitchen.net or call them with one tap inside the Republic Tiger Sports mobile app. And don't forget dessert, because now Rocco's is serving homemade ice cream prepared right on site. Rocco's Italian Kitchen. Pizza, pasta, perfection. Southern Sun Electric's a proud sponsor of the Classroom Spotlight. They encourage all student athletes not to settle for just good enough on the field, on the court, or in the classroom. Keep pushing yourself to higher levels and go Repmo from Southern Sun Electric. Vision Health Eye Center. Outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. From glasses, prescriptions, and contact lens fittings to emergency eye care, they help your family see, feel, and look better than they ever have before. Check them out online at visionhealtheyecenter.com. Tigers make their way back onto the field. Big 4th down play here. 3:12 left to go in the first half. Trailing 21-3. They've got 3 wide receivers right, Flood to the left. Hayes barks out the signal. Throws it over near the sideline, and Rackley has it, and it's going to be a first down.
Pass is caught by Trent Rackley.
Move the chain, so Rackley went right to the first down marker.
Yeah.
Good route.
First down.
That's what I was going to say. Rackley did a great job of knowing exactly where the first down marker was, did his route, and then broke it to the sideline right where he needed to do. So good job, awareness by the receiver, and good pass by Lucas Hayes.
Yeah, that wasn't an easy angle for Hayes. I mean, he had to really sneak it in there at that angle. Sigmund up the middle, breaks free, and dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. 2:49 left to go in the second quarter, and the Tigers score their first touchdown and cut the lead to 21-9. That was a great run by Riley Sigmund. Looked like he was hit there in the middle, and all of a sudden he emerged and then just dove for the line and got over it.
You're exactly right. He kind of disappeared in a bunch of white and blue jerseys and somehow scored it out there and was able to get just enough inside the goal line.
Kick by Flippin is up and good, and with 2:49 left in the half, Republic
And the point after
gets
is
back
good.
within 11. It's 21-10, and Carthage will get it back. Carthage has scored so quickly, you worry that they'll have time to march down and tack on another touchdown. The defense would like to get a stop, and we talked about needing breaks, and this would be one of those times when a turnover would be nice, and maybe the Tigers could get it back and go the other way. Since 1986, Yoakum Automotive has been the hometown auto repair shop you can trust, and with their new customer communication system, their mechanics will show you exactly what's wrong with your car and let you sign off before the repairs are made. That means you get back on the road even faster. Schedule an appointment online at yoakumautomotive.com. Role models, more important than ever in today's society, and you can serve as a role model the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and vital to preserving sports traditions. So next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message brought to you by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and Republic Tiger Sports. All right, let's see what Republic can do. They're going to kick it to about the 20. And up the sideline, running room, and doesn't look good. Into Republic territory, slipping but staying on his feet is the return man Blake Schrader, and Schrader just gave Carthage fantastic field position with just 2:37 left in the half.
And that's something that we'd mentioned the first time these two teams played was just the speed that Carthage has. You'd mentioned that when you walk up here, they've got two giant kind of plaques up in the stadium. Their track team went back-to-back state showings. First time was third place. Last year was first place. So they've got speed at so many different positions, both offensively and defensively.
Whistle to get the chain was kind of tangled up over there. They had to get it fixed. Now Carthage ready to go. Carlton looked to throw, tucks and runs, and he's got good yardage. Picks up about 9 on first down before Evan Smith was there to bring him down. So Carlton, I don't know whether that was whether he was really going to throw or if that was designed to pull down and run on a kind of a draw, but 2:14 left. 2nd and 1. Take the handoff to the motion man and throw it, and it is behind the intended receiver. That's Jaden Morgan.
Jaden Morgan's been one of the main targets there for Carthage this evening. One of the few incompletions this evening for Carthage Tigers.
1:59 left in the half. 3rd and 1. 21-10 Carthage. Keeper for Carlton. Has running room inside the 10, spun around and brought down, but not before he's all the way down to about the 3. Tackle made by Riley Narber, but it's a first down for Carthage, 1st and goal on the 3.
That time the defense kind of overcommitted. They saw the back that the QB, faked to go to the defensive's left, so they kind of went to left. There's no one on the backside to make sure that nothing popped back out in the end, and the QB just went against the grain, realized that the defense kind of overcommitted and was able to pick up huge yardage.
Ball's on the ground, and it's recovered by Carthage.
Wow.
How did Republic not recover that one? Oh, ball was kicked about 5 yards, and just tough break that the Tigers couldn't jump on it. Carlton got back on it. Let's see. It happened. It was just a botched exchange. And then closest man to it for the Tigers was Sturdivant, and he just kind of bobbled as he went down to try to pick it up and squirted out of his hands. And that was just enough for Carlton to be able to get back on it.
Yeah, that's a break that you were talking about that this Republic team definitely, needed. But after that really botched play there, Carthage coach didn't like what he saw, wanted to kind of make sure the offense is on the same page and get everybody straightened out, and called a timeout here with 1:18 before half.
Here's a touchdown for your family budget. Combine your home and auto insurance and save money with State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Call her at 732-1414 or find her online at sarahrader.com. That's State Farm agent Sarah Rader at 732-1414. So 2nd and 14. Carlton throws it, and it's incomplete. Intended for Morgan. And it's 3rd and 14. So maybe that fumble, even though the Tigers didn't recover it, we'll see if maybe that ends up being a break that helps them out. 1:14 left.
Again, went back to their, so far, #1 receiver there, Morgan. Or if there will be some second half adjustments to make sure that we kind of shut down number 8 for Carthage.
Carlton to throw again. Under pressure, gets away from Narber. Lobs it up into the end zone and caught. That was a nice throw. Lobbed it up over the defense to Dagan Sappington, sophomore receiver who was in the back of the end zone. Sappington made the catch, and with 1:06 left in the second quarter, it's 27-10 Carthage. Tigers almost got back there. Narber, I think, was the first to have a chance and couldn't quite bring him down. And then Carlton with the presence of mind to find the receiver open in the back of the end zone. Nice catch by Sappington. Sappington, I assume, is the younger brother of Zeke Sappington, the kid who was supposed to be the quarterback coming in. And a two-point conversion coming to the near side. So they fake the extra point. And Marcus Huntley just sprints for the corner and tucks it inside the pylon. And it's 29-10. Not really sure what the point of that was.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure either. You're not trying to get that running clock in the second half or anything at this point in time, but whatever.
Guess you got to work on what you got to work on. 1:06 left in the half, and it's 29-10 Carthage. Whether you're moving out or you just can't live with that dirty carpet one more day, call Floor Gypsy. From floor to ceiling, wall to wall, and everything in between, they get it clean. Floor Gypsy will take care of your carpets, stone tile, and grout, and they do commercial and residential cleanings. They're locally owned and operated by a father and son team and proud supporters of Republic Tiger Sports. Call them at 425-7798. Floor Gypsy. They see clean in your future. All right, well, what Republic needs now is a kickoff return for a touchdown. I'm not predicting it. If I were predicting it, that would be a jinx. Just saying that's what they need. High kick is going to be fair caught by Duval at the 32, and that's where Republic will have it with 1:06 left in the first half, trailing 29-10.
And again, Carthage went back to that high arcing kick. Like I said, you don't know the kick return team for Republic is literally, having to make sure that everybody's, paying attention to what's going on because, they may do two kicks in a row where it's doesn't get off the ground that very far, but it's deep, and then turn around and do a high arcing one that doesn't go that far.
I don't know if they usually fill up these bleachers, but the bleachers on this side, not that full. They throw it long, a lot of bumping and jostling, and there comes a flag. So pass interference as they tried to throw it to Jackson Drennan, and he was double teamed and bumped all the way downfield.
And without jinxing things, I think that's the first flag that has been thrown on both teams tonight.
Yeah, he was definitely bumped all the way down. Good camera work by Zach White.
This has definitely been, for the most part up until now, a pretty clean game by both opposing teams here.
Under a minute left, 58.3 seconds.
Carthage, 15 yards, result of the first down.
He's going to take the ball out near midfield. .47-yard line. Republic trying to make it reasonable. They're down 29-10. Hayes under pressure and dragged down from behind. Good defensive play by Oscar Campa. Hayes looked like he had a little running room, but Campa grabbed him by the back of the jersey and pulled him down. No gain.
We're lucky we didn't get called for a false start there. The ball was snapped and only about half the team moved.
It's a false non-start. Screen over the middle, and that was a busted play by the Tigers. Trying to throw it to Flood, and when he turned around to try to catch it, Jason Wright was there behind him, and Wright kind of ran into him. Pass interference on your own team.
Right, we're lucky that Cam Flood kind of tipped it before it hit Wright, or that would have been a penalty, having offensive lineman being the first one to touch the pass.
I guess you're right. Trips to the right, and Flood over here to the left. Hayes is going to pitch it to Sigmund. He bobbles it, hangs on to it, but that slowed him down just enough. Didn't have an opportunity to pick up speed.
With the carry, brought down by Colton Winder.
And a gain of a yard. It's going to be 4th and 9, and I think the Tigers will just let it run out here.
Yeah, with only 9 seconds left, I would probably just take this in.
Yeah, I might probably take a shot. No, they're not going to. I don't know if they didn't have time to get one set up. Oh, or did they call a timeout? Yeah, so.
Oh.
Yeah, they just wanted to let it run down so that they would be sure to run the clock out on that last play. Tim Barnes with the call. Might as well take a shot. So they will take a shot, I assume. Now, wouldn't that be something if they came back out and then just took a knee? Like they went into the timeout, they were like, nah, let's don't do that.
Change minds.
Yeah.
No, but I like the call here. I mean, there's just enough time, to get one play off, and hopefully, obviously, that ball is not intercepted and it gets returned. But it's one of those where you just tell your quarterback, just throw it in the end zone, throw it only where your receiver can catch it. If he can't catch it, then the ball goes, out of bounds.
Ball's on the far hash mark.
Of course, Carthage is going to have several guys deep, knowing full well that Republic's going to try something towards the end zone.
Yeah, their defensive backs are lined up on the 20. Hayes is going to toss it over the middle, and they're going to run a flea flicker. Or not a flea flicker, a hook and ladder to Duval, but he goes out of bounds over here.
29, Republic 10.
So, nice idea, but didn't get him quite enough yards. And we come to halftime. 29-10 Carthage, and Carthage will have the ball when we come back. And you can see, I mean, it was set up, but just didn't have enough room. I mean, the Carthage defense had backed up enough that even if one guy misses a tackle, there was probably 3 more guys waiting there to make the catch. So halftime, 29-10, Carthage with the lead. Tigers will try to turn it around. This is actually about what it was in the first meeting of these two teams. Not the same score, but about the same margin as it was at halftime. And Tigers got back in it and had a chance to cut it to a score, to 1 touchdown late in the game. So let's see if they can respond in the second half here as well. We'll take a break and be back with the Gold Medal Gyms halftime show after this timeout.
Gold Medal Gyms is where Republic athletes build a foundation for future success. Whether it's gymnastics, cheerleading, or tumbling, young athletes learn skills that prepare them to take on virtually any sport they choose. Sign up for your free trial at their gorgeous new facility at Highway 60 and Highway M by going to goldmedalgyms.com. Gold Medal Gyms, raising the bar for Republic athletics.
Sometimes you don't know you need a doctor until you need one right away. Meet the team at Cox Health Orthopedic and Sports Injury Walk-In Clinic. Our experts can treat fractures, sprains, dislocations, and other action-related injuries in all ages. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5:30 with no appointment needed. Call 417-875-3800 for more information.
Mid-Missouri Bank is proud to support Republic Athletics. Bank better with Mid-Missouri Bank at our Republic location or on the go with our free mobile apps and easy online banking. Even get your Tiger Athletics Mid-Missouri Bank debit card with no wait at any of our 14 locations. Mid-Missouri Bank. Live, work, play, bank. And of course, go Tigers! Mid-Missouri Bank. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Jack Shack, Cracker Jack Shack, we've got your back. Hey now, Cracker Jack Shack, custom t-shirts, polos and caps. Cracker Jack Shack, we've got your back. Printing and stitching, hey, that's our knack. Coffee mugs, pins, frisbees and more. Cracker Jack Shack, your promotional store. Creative ideas, and that's a fact. Always on time and right on track. Cracker Jack Shack, we've got your back. Cracker Jack Shack.
When it's all about the journey, your choice is the new 2018 Chevy Equinox. And right now, Pinnaker Chevrolet has 15% off every new 2018 Chevy Equinox in stock. Or choose 0% financing for 60 months plus $500 cash back. Choose a new 2018 Chevy Equinox at Pinnaker Chevrolet and get 15% off. Explore every corner with the new 2018 Chevy Trax, priced as low as $19,540. View the selection and find new roads in Republic or online at PinnakerChevrolet.com.
Welcome back to the Gold Medal Gyms halftime show, where the Tigers are in the halftime locker room trailing 29-10 against the top-ranked Carthage Tigers. And they'll have their hands full as they try to come back from this deficit. But Rich Miles, what do you think they can adjust, or what do they need to do in the second half to make it a more competitive game?
Well, offensively, the passing game is kind of hit and miss. Some of that is because Carthage defense has blitzed, and they've just guessed right. They've blitzed right into some of our plays. But kind of the passing game, the offensive line needs to be able to sustain their blocks a little bit better, give Lucas Hayes the ability to kind of scan the field. When he is able to sit back there and not have too much pressure, he's been able to get some really good passes off. Running game has been a little slow too, excluding when Lucas is kind of becoming a running back himself. The only real big run that I can think of off the top of my head was Sigmund's touchdown there. So need to get the running game going a little bit better so they can kind of mix things up so they don't become so one-dimensional, kind of relying on different things. Defensively, they...
What do you say against this Carthage offense?
There's not too much you can say to the fact that we've talked about how they can hurt you so many ways that kind of keeps the defense constantly guessing. You don't know if it's going to be a run play, a pass play. Is the QB going to hand it off? Is he going to keep it himself? Is he going to go right? Is he going to go left, run against the flow of the field, or cut back against the grain? There's been a couple times where our defense is kind of got burnt just a little bit because they've over-pursued. They think the ball's going one way, but the ball carrier cuts back and goes the opposite way, and there isn't anybody back there, a backside DN or a backside corner or outside linebacker, making sure that nothing comes back the opposite direction. But with that said, I mean, the game is definitely, within striking distance. This is a game that, is not out of hand or anything like that. You talked about it's similar distance-wise and score to the first time these two teams played. And Republic made it definitely a more competitive game in the second half, scored a couple of times and closed that gap.
I think it was 34-13. I don't remember if that was a halftime score or if Carthage scored right after halftime, but so that was an even bigger margin.
Right.
Then they made it 34. It might have been, well, I don't know.
No, I think you're right. 34-13 for some reason sounds about right.
And they made it. Eventually, it was 43-26 or 42-26 was the final score. So I don't remember, but yeah, it was very similar margin, and the Republic Tigers played better in the second half and got back in it. And I think part of the issue is that you play a team like this, you're going to have to get some breaks and probably take some chances, and I think that may account for some of the over pursuit on some plays. You're going to have to make something happen against a team like this. And, I mean, credit Carthage that, their coaching staff knows that, and they're taking advantage of it.
And, like you said, this is just a really good team. There's a reason why they've only lost one game, and that one game is to Webb City that, everybody knows Webb City. And, last game was at Republic. Now, they're in a little bit more friendly confines here at Carthage Stadium, and Coach Baldwin said it himself that this is a team that hasn't traveled very well whenever we come to this part of the state.
Started to say earlier, I'm a little surprised there aren't more people here. I mean, I know it's cold, but, it's always cold at playoff football time, so there are a lot of empty seats in front of us. And, I mean, these are huge bleachers, so you got to take that into account. It took us about 10 minutes with our Sherpa to get up to the top of the press box, but we made it. I don't know. We're going to rappel down later, but I don't know. I mean, there's, the top 5 rows. Well, no. Top 3 rows don't have that many people in them, and definitely not sitting end to end out here. But like I said, it probably seats more than it looks like. What am I bad mouthing these Carthage fans for, Rich? There's plenty of people. I don't know. I just am surprised it's not packed for a district semifinal game. It would be interesting to see next week what they do if they hold on. And they will host either Nixa or Parkview.
Yep.
So has anybody here seen a score? Tell you what, I'm going to take my foot out of my mouth and let Tim Barnes do some stats, and then I'm going to look up and see if we can find any scores.
Okay. Lucas Hayes was 6 out of 13 for 83 yards throwing the ball. He also had 11 carries for 55 yards. Riley Sigmund, 7 carries, 17 yards, and a touchdown. Cam Flood had a couple of receptions for 27 yards. Jane Duvall, a couple of catches for 40 yards. Total passing yards for Republic, 72. Total rushing, 72. For a total of 144 yards, compared to Carthage had a total of 240 yards. Their quarterback was 4 out of 6, 69 yards and a touchdown. He also carried the ball 15 times, 87 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Tyler Mueller, 5 carries, 85 yards and a touchdown. And again, total yards for Carthage, 240 yards.
Yeah, 240 is a lot of yards for a half. I'm a little surprised it's not more than that. They just pretty much marched the ball down the field at will. They stalled out a couple of times late. But, they were doing what they wanted to do offensively against the Tigers. We looked up a score, and Parkview leads Nixa, was it 21-14? 21-14, that was in the second quarter, I think. So if that stays the way it is, and I would guess that Parkview would beat Nixa, then Parkview would be down here next week. And with only 8 districts in Class 5, the district championship game would be the, am I doing this right? The district championship game would be the quarterfinals. So I think there are only 8 districts.
Yeah, but there's 2 teams in a championship game.
Oh,
So.
yes. So that's effectively the Sweet 16.
Yes.
Then the sectionals would be the quarterfinals, or I guess it would be the quarterfinals. I don't know. It's all very confusing. Let's watch the Carthage band. Rich Miles, do you have any words of wisdom? I certainly don't.
I teach all day, and I give words of wisdom to 152 students, so that kind of drains me. But I do want to say, though, is when a play was going on, I saw what I thought was a meteor go across the sky, and I pointed and I looked around, and no one in here in the booth saw it. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm just seeing things. And now I'm seeing social media and the news light up talking about how everybody's seen a meteor. And I thought I was crazy, and I even pointed it, and I was like, and everybody was not paying attention. I don't know what was going on during the game.
I thought that was my broadcasting career crashing and burning.
I thought I was seeing like something, and I was like, okay.
No, I did.
We were watching the game.
Right? I was watching the game too, but I don't see how you guys didn't see the flash in the sky. And I turned around, and everybody was just kind of. Right. I was like, okay, I'm the only person who saw something weird.
Last night we were. I was making my 11-year-old daughter watch some Twilight Zone episodes on Netflix.
Nice.
And we watched the one where the meteor went across the sky and made all the lights go out and all the electronics stop working and the cars stop starting, and then everybody turned on each other and there was full societal breakdown. So
Well, there's
might
no
want to keep
riding.
an eye out.
Right.
Rich, I'm going to give you the keys, and you pull the
All right.
car up after the game.
No one's turned into zombies or anything like that in the crowd. I really thought I was seeing things, or maybe it was someone shot one single firework up in the air, but then now I see the news and social media is talking about how people are all talking about it, so I'm not crazy. So
Well,
that's my words of wisdom right there.
You just made this the most interesting Gold Medal Jim's halftime show of the year.
Yes!
So, anyway, 29-10 is the score. Carthage has the lead. They will get the ball when the second half begins. The Tigers will try to turn it around and get word from Zach White that Nixa has tied the game against Parkview. So that game tied, and now we don't know who's going to be down here if Carthage holds on. Of course, the Tigers will try to come back as they did the last time these two teams played. Don't remember what the situation was as far as possession, if the Tigers got it first, if Carthage got it first the last time they played, but Carthage will get it. And the defense hasn't gotten a stop all night, so they will need to do that at some point, preferably right off the bat here in the third quarter. Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, it's also an educational experience for the students. Because high school activities are about learning life values, Republic Tiger Sports and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson and preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri. Did you know Heinz Street Pharmacy will deliver prescriptions right to your door, or that they can often save you money compared to what you're paying at the big box pharmacies? Heinz Street Pharmacy. Switch and experience the hometown difference. And any day's a great day to send flowers. Heaven Sent Flowers and Gifts has been your local florist in Republic since 1987, offering free local delivery. Call them at 732-1334 or go online to heavensentflowers.com. When you're looking to buy or sell a home in Republic, you want someone who knows this market and who also knows marketing. You want the team at Sue Carter Real Estate Group. Sue's been helping families with their real estate needs here in Republic for 15 years, and she has assembled Republic's biggest and best team of real estate professionals. They're innovative, hardworking, and committed to helping you. Whether you're buying or selling, put them on your team. The Sue Carter Real Estate Group. It's about home. Well, Rich Miles, what do you think about a meteor-inspired onside kick?
I like that idea.
You always like the crazy ideas.
I do like the crazy ideas. No one would see that coming.
There's a reason why no one would see it coming, probably. Usually my ideas are so stupid, no one would see them coming. But you liked it, so maybe it's not as
I do
crazy.
like it.
Of course, you thought you saw a meteor, too, so how can we trust you?
Well, you can't trust me. But with that said, that would be awesome, though, to come out and catch Carthage totally off guard.
I think I have a vague memory of either Dustin Baldwin trying that once, like kind of an early onside kick, or maybe it was a Wes Beechler game, and I don't even remember who it would be, but it seems like we've seen that before where it was kind of a similar situation where it was close enough, but they would need a stop and hadn't had much luck on defense and needed a break, and they tried that.
You're exactly right. I'm trying to think. It seemed like it was coming out at halftime too, that it was an onside kick. And
yeah, I don't remember. I have no idea when it was, but it does seem like that's happened before. But anyway, clock is ticking down. Sports is winding down for the fall, and we're getting close to basketball. The basketball schedules are out. I haven't got them on the website yet, but they'll be up there soon. And got the bracket for the Republic Invitational. I told Trevor Fisher when the Republic Invitational bracket is sent to me, that's when I feel like it's almost here. So that'll be fun, and that'll be kind of the first thing off the bat for the boys team. But the jamborees the girls' jamboree is November 13th, and the boys' jamboree is November 15th. Girls are at Rogersville, and I don't remember where the boys are. They've been at Nixa here the last couple of years, I think. I don't remember if they're back there again or not. But that's less than 2 weeks away. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it's always that week right after Thanksgiving. I do the official scoring down there on the scores table for all the boys' JV varsity games. And like you said, when Coach Fisher sent that schedule to me, I'm still in football mode, and it kind of caught me off guard a little bit, going, oh, man, it is November basketball, and the Republic tournament that always kind of kicks things off. Schedule's just a little bit different. Usually it's spread out over the week a little bit more, but this year it's going to be a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, with each night having 4 games, so it's going to be 3 long evenings for me, but I love it. I have the best seat in the house being down there, middle court, at the scores tables.
So, yep, everybody done. Soccer got beat. They got beat at Joplin in the district semifinals. They were the other last team remaining, so they're done. And if the football team doesn't turn it around, that'll be it for the fall sports season for Republic. And they do the onside kick. They tipped it. It's on the ground, and Carthage got it. Oh, my goodness.
You called it.
Well,
not that.
I had no inside information. Boy, they did everything. The ball was loose. They had the opportunity. It tipped way up in the air, and then Rackley had it momentarily, and I just had a feeling. As soon as that meteor went through, I thought something weird is going to happen here. So, Carthage has the ball, and now they got good field position. And a straight handoff, but the defense is there to hold them at the line of scrimmage. Mueller took the ball. He was met by 2 or 3 tacklers. I think Nolan White is the last one off the bottom of the pile. So, 2nd down and 10 coming up. Well, they give him a yard. 2nd and 9 for Carthage. Four-man front for the defense. Carlton is going to run it, keep it, and he gets loose and picks up about 6 yards. So I thought Carlton was going to get hit back closer to the line of scrimmage, but he got free and kept going.
And he was difficult to take down the first time these two teams played, and he's shown that again this evening. It kind of looks like he's going to get tackled for no gain or little gain. Somehow he's able to kind of keep falling forward, kind of weave his way through.
So it's 3rd and about 3 for Carthage. They pitch it and pick up the first down. Vizio over to make a big hit on the ball carrier, Tyler Mueller.
Tyler Mueller with the carry, brought down by number 77.
And he picks up the first down.
That's enough for another Carthage.
Mueller's had a good evening. Got himself a score. Been able to kind of get some big yardage there. Some of his big runs have been when he's gone up the middle but then bounced it out to the numbers running up the sideline.
Chain's a little slow over there to get set up. Carlton's going to keep it. Had running room, gets around Smith, takes it to the outside, lowers the helmet. Ran over Cody at the end of the play, picked up the first down. Down to about the Republic 32.
That's enough for another Carthage Tiger.
Again, just kind of methodically moving the ball. Defense is making Carthage work for everything. It hasn't been too many big plays on Carthage side. What I wanted to mention during halftime but forgot is so far, I think there's only been 1 penalty this whole game, so both teams have played a really clean game.
Yeah, it is. It definitely feels like an end-of-season game. Both teams playing well, like you said. Mueller with the carry, picks up about a yard on maybe 2 on first down. Inside the 30. 10:01, 10 minutes exactly now left in the third quarter. It's 29-10 Carthage.
Carthage isn't quick. A lot of teams that we play throughout the year go no huddle. They're quick up on the line of scrimmage. Carthage likes to huddle and take their sweet time.
And boy, I thought the receiver left early. And he receives it over the middle and into the end zone. And that was an easy catch, wide open. Colton Winder.
Yeah.
9:34 left in the third quarter, and Carthage extends its lead to 25 points, 35-10.
They just went right up the middle. The middle kind of cleared out with the different receivers, and that was probably a design play for the outside receivers to kind of clear things out for the guy just running right up the middle, and caught the ball in stride and little effort to just kind of jog into the end zone.
And they're going to go for 2. That would make it a 27-point lead. Under pressure, Carlton throws it in the end zone, and it is broken up by Sigmund. Could have probably been offensive pass interference, as Sigmund had position, and the receiver just kind of tackled him so he wouldn't pick it off, but it doesn't really matter. 9:34 left in the third, and it is 35-10. Carthage with the lead. Hetty Barbecue Company is home to great barbecue, including the famous Pig Nasty Sandwich. They're also home to the Mid-Missouri Bank Repmo Football Show every Wednesday night. Go in and check them out or call them for takeout at 732-4BBQ. State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it, with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state. Whether you have a hole in your roof or you're missing a single shingle, you know who to call in Republic. It's Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing. Give them a call at 869-0444 or find them online at absoluteroofers.com. And when you need a plumber, you usually need one fast, but you also want one who'll do the job right. In Republic, that's Far Better Plumbing. Residential, commercial, or excavation, call Far Better and let them take away the stress of your plumbing problem. Call them at 864-8703 or find them online at farbetterplumbing.com. Fair catch called for. Lost track of who caught that. Was it Drennan? Yeah, Jackson Drennan.
Yeah.
Caught the ball short, and so Republic will take over on about the 32-yard line, trailing 35-10. Every insurance company hopes you drive safely, but Allstate actually helps you drive safely with DriveWise. They let you know when you go too fast and brake too hard with feedback to help you drive safer, giving you the power to actually lower your cost. Contact Republic agent Jesse Pritchett to learn more. That's Allstate agent Jesse Pritchett in Republic. 9:34 left in the third. Cam Flood makes one man miss, and then he's met by 2 others. Short pitch and catch, a gain of about 4 on first down for Republic.
Kind of like that quick little pitch, pass play there. Cam Flood just goes about 5 yards and then quickly just turns right inside, and by the time he turns inside, Lucas has already passed the ball.
Handoff inside that time. Sigmund. Gain of about a yard.
Number 35 for Carthage just came flying in there, and I think at the outside linebacker position, and just read that play perfect, tripped up Sigmund.
I'll call it 3rd and 6 for Carthage, or rather for Republic. Down to about 8.5 minutes left in the third. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left is Flood. Hayes looks to throw over the middle, too high, intended for Appleberry. Appleberry looks around, no flag, and brings up 4th down. Republic will have to punt it away.
With that, not much time comes off the clock there. It's one of those times where you kind of hope that you put a drive together for the offense that, if anything, if you don't get any points, you at least give your defense the opportunity to go over on the sideline and meet with their position coach and kind of catch your breath and get some water. But when you go so quickly, their defense is right back out.
Another good punt by Watson. Fair catch called for at about the 35. And that's where Carthage will take over to start their next drive, leading 35-10. Destiny Church wants to create a revolution through serving, and part of that is recognizing student athletes who are getting out in the community and making a difference. It's a feature called Servolution in Republic Tiger Sports Magazine. If you know a student athlete who's making a difference in the community by volunteering, email me, David at republictigersports.com, and let me know about them, and maybe we could feature them in a future issue of Republic Tiger Sports Magazine. 1st and 10 for Carthage. Carlton in the backfield, turns and hands it off to Mueller, bowls his way out past the 40 to about the 44.
Tyler Mueller with the carry, brought down by Riley Narber.
Gain of about 9 before Narber finally brought him down.
Ian Mueller, very difficult to take down. It kind of looks like he's going to get stopped, but somehow he's able to kind of squeeze through a crack, and sometimes he's not even running forward. It's almost like he's kind of running sideways and spinning around different white jerseys before they're able to get him down.
So 2nd and 1 for Carthage. Fake it to Mueller. They're going to throw it. They're going to go long. They've got a man wide open and overthrew it. Had about 5 yards on Sigmund and just threw it too hard for Jaden Morgan. He was way out there. You saw the separation.
Right. Morgan's kind of the #1 receiver there for Carthage, and just miscommunication there on the defense on who was going to pick him up. But like you said, that is going to be a break for the Republic defense so far, is overthrowing a wide open receiver.
3rd and 1. Carlton's going to keep it. Sturdivant tried to get back there and
got a flag late.
Yeah, I wonder if it was might have been a helmet-to-helmet hit.
Oh, it's going to be holding.
Oh no! All right, I thought maybe that one of the tacklers came in a little bit low, but I'm going to get him for a hold. So yeah, that flag was way behind the play, and that'll move Carthage back. 7:27 left in the 3rd.
Like the turn of events here, you go what should have been a 2nd and short for Carthage, and you overthrow a wide open receiver, bringing up 3rd down, and then what should have been a 1st down again for Carthage, you have holding and pushing back to 3rd and long.
Down to 7:20 left in the 3rd quarter. Carlton has a single back with him. He's going to throw it. Fires it over the middle, and it's dropped. On the money with the pass, but Trulin Kendrick just let it pop out of his hands, and it brings up 4th down for Carthage, and they will have to punt for the first time tonight.
Good job to the defense there, excluding the allowing the receiver to run wide open down the field. It was a good defensive stand here. Be great if we could get a great punt return, set up the offense for a short field.
Punter for Carthage is Jonathan Lancaster. He's going to kick it from about the 23 by the time he finally punts it away.
It's a short kick.
Yep, and it rolls exactly sideways. That was neither a Republic roll nor a Carthage roll.
It was an indifferent roll.
It was that's called a sweet roll. 6:56 left. That's a long ago football term. They don't really use that term anymore. 6:56 left to go in the 3rd. Tigers will take over on the 44-yard line.
Is that when no face masks and leather helmets?
Right, yeah. Back T formation, that kind of thing. That was when they used that. So, Republic Hayes has Sigmund back there with them in the backfield. Appleberry and Flood to the near side. And they throw it to Sigmund, who, they dropped it. Thought he had the ball and just popped out. We were kind of shielded from our angle on what happened. I thought he went down with it. And all of a sudden it was on the ground.
So did I. I thought he caught the ball as he went to the seated position. Somehow it just kind of popped right back out of his chest.
So 2nd and 10. Rackley is over there on the far side with Clark. Same formation. Play clock down under 5. They get the play off. Hayes under pressure. Blitz gets it away, and coming back to the ball. Is it caught?
I thought one referee was going to call it a catch.
Yeah, Clark came back toward it, but they said he did not get his arms under it.
That's back-to-back pass plays. That was
good job by Hayes to get it off.
Right.
But yep.
As he was going down, he was able to get the pass off.
So instead of 3rd and 15 or 20, it's 3rd and 10. Hayes out of the pocket and hit as he throws, and it falls harmlessly to the turf. Hayes was just setting up. You could see from his body language that he had just recognized someone open and was going to throw it, and was hit before he could get it off. So 6:35 left in the 3rd quarter, and Republic will have to punt it away. Here comes Logan Watson again. Difference between this game and the last one is that Republic hasn't been able to solve the Carthage defense this time as they did in the second half last time, at least not yet. Good punt, down to the 25, fair catch called for. It's Tucker Downing who made the catch. And Carthage takes over with 6.5 minutes left in the 3rd, leading 35-10. Central Gas Propane is a locally owned and operated propane service, offering exceptional customer service when you need it most. They go the extra mile to meet their customers' needs while providing a level of service and communication that no other company can beat. Services include autofill route options, pre-buy and level pay programs. Call today, switch and save with Central Gas Propane at 417-725-3833 or visit their website, centralgasmo.com. Quarterback keeper, that's Carlton, takes it out past the 30 before being dragged down. Nolan White made the tackle, gain of 6.
Gain of 5 on the play.
Gain of 5.
Second down.
I'm going to go with what you say. You're the man with the binoculars.
Yeah, well, I actually miscalculated. So I think it actually, now that I look, it probably is 5. Really, what you should do is go with what Tim Barnes says. He's the man with the statistical sheet.
It was 5.
Okay, that's what I thought. And a gain of a couple on that one. I already know that Tim ignores me with my call. If I'm off, he's making his own additions and subtractions over there. And he doesn't have time to correct me on the air. And he's too kind.
Never been accused of that.
3rd down and 3. Big play here for the defense if they could get a stop. Carlton's going to throw it. And it's going to be a 1st down. Pass was complete to Cale Schrader.
There was play action. Fake the run, trying to suck up the defense, especially the linebackers there, making them think that it's going to be a run play, and then passing it out to a receiver that's just out there to the quarterback's right.
Down to 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Carlton comes to the near side, looks back to the far side. He's going to throw it over the middle, and it is complete. And it's going to be a touchdown as Jaden Morgan got free from Sigmund in the defensive backfield and went the rest of the way. He was open, he made the catch, and then looked like he was going to be tackled, but
that play is
kept
very similar to the play earlier where the receiver was wide open, and that time, unlike the first time, he didn't overthrow his receiver, hit him spot on, and I thought Sigmund was going to be able to tackle him, but just kind of slid right off the back of him and was able to jog into the end zone.
So it's 41-10. Carthage trying to add one on. Kick is up and good. And it's 42-10.
Carthage 42, Republic 10.
4:40 left in the third quarter. Farmers Insurance has been providing quality, affordable insurance since 1928. In Republic, Farmers agent Nathan Dixon has a game plan for all your insurance needs. And teachers ask about Farmers Education Discount. That's Farmers agent Nathan Dixon. Call him at 732-2900. It's easier than ever to get your Rocco's Pizza fix. Place your order on their website at roccositaliankitchen.net or call them with one tap inside the Republic Tiger Sports mobile app. And don't forget dessert, because now Rocco's is serving homemade ice cream prepared right on site. Rocco's Italian Kitchen, pizza, pasta, perfection. Southern Sun Electric's a proud sponsor of the Classroom Spotlight. They encourage all student athletes not to settle for just good enough on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. Keep pushing yourself to higher levels and go Retmo from Southern Sun Electric. High kick. Fair catch called for by Drennan. And Republic starts another drive on the 25-yard line. 4:40 left in the third quarter.
Well, if there's any time that we definitely could use a scoring drive, it's right now. If we want to close the gap, time's trying to slowly slipping away on us here with only, you said, close to the 4.5-minute mark here in the third quarter. This is going to have to be a drive that necessarily doesn't have to be quick, but it's definitely going to have to be a drive that ends with a touchdown.
And this is, this might be a little worse than it was at the lowest point, but there's time for the Tigers to score, and they're going to go long, and Flood couldn't catch up to it. So overthrown, and it'll be second down and 10. Lucas Hayes just hasn't been as sharp tonight as he had been the last 6 weeks. Tigers were 3-3. The offense had looked a lot better, and a lot of that was that Lucas Hayes had clicked, and just doesn't look quite as sharp tonight as he had in previous weeks. And that's going to happen at any level, especially the high school level. You're going to have players that sometimes have good nights, sometimes don't have such good nights, and this has not been one of his best performances. That one thrown high. There's been a lot of stuff like that.
There's been a lot of, you're exactly right. There's been a lot of passes that have been way high. Sometimes where he a little less mustard, on the throw. Sometimes it's not that far of a pass, and he's just zinging it in there. But with that said, he's had a lot of blue jerseys running after him too. So he's been under a lot of pressure whenever he's thrown that ball. So some of that has to do with the Carthage defense just getting after him.
Yeah, and he had a couple of passes, really nice touch on him. That one he was under pressure. I don't think he was hit as he threw. He got it downfield, but it was between Rackley and Appleberry. And brings up fourth down for the Tigers. And this is one of those things where the clock, if Carthage scores again, then the clock starts running all the time. But Republic's in a position where they got to throw. You throw in 3 incomplete passes. They took like 20 seconds off the clock.
Only 18 seconds went off the clock when you can't do that. You put your defense right back on the field. They didn't even have the time to go over there and drink some water.
And now a good return upfield for Carthage by Tucker Downing into Republic territory with 4:09 left in the third.
Tucker Downing with the return. Brought down by Jaden Appleberry. First down, Tigers.
Appleberry with the tackle.
And bringing up the continuous clock there that may be the goal here for the Carthage coaching staff is to definitely get that one more additional score here to kind of make this game end a little bit quicker.
If I'm Carthage, though, I don't want to get somebody injured in a 42-10 game.
No, but I bet you they're out there until.
Well, they've replaced the
No,
quarterback.
they have. Okay.
With the
Yep.
carry
I was
brought
gonna
down
say
by Connor Vizio.
that's also
Gain of 4 on
Mueller
the
with the
play.
carry, so he's still out there. But yeah, that's Sappington, isn't it? 4, Zeke Sappington. So this is an opportunity for Zeke Sappington, the senior, who was supposed to be the leader of this offense, to get some snaps, and who knows what comes of this down the road for Carthage. He's going to keep that one, take it ahead for a couple of yards, maybe 3 on second down. So
Zeke Sappington with the carry, stopped by Nolan White.
and Sappington gets a nice hand as he returns to the field. The Carthage fans recognize after I don't think a lot of them knew he was out there until his name got called, but this gives an opportunity maybe to put Sappington in, and we were talking on the way down, if Sappington was back, that you might see Sappington in the playoffs for Carthage. He is probably a little better passer than Carlton, and that gives John Guidey the opportunity to
Blake
put
Schrader
Carlton
with the
at
carry,
running
that's
back
enough for another Carthage Tiger.
and have Sappington in there if he can get some snaps here tonight. Have him at quarterback. 2:46 left to go in the fourth quarter. It's 42-10, another first down for Carthage, as they are driving ahead under the leadership of senior quarterback Zeke Sappington now. Tight formation, 3 backs back there with Sappington. Fakes a pitch, keeps it up the middle, takes it down inside the 15.
Sappington with the
Near
carry,
a first
brought
down.
by Brady Coggin.
Yeah,
Coggin with a tackle.
he looks for a QB that hasn't been out there,
That's enough for
you
another
know,
Carthage
a big chunk of the season. He looks pretty good out there.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's really a perfect setup for this to get the big lead and early enough that now he gets to go out there and run some plays ahead of the Carthage game, or ahead of either the Parkview or Nixa game. And Parkview and Nixa's coaching staff is going to look at this film and just be like, oh, you're kidding me. And a touchdown. What a run and what a final effort by Mueller as he came to the near side and dove into the end zone.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go out of bounds right before the pylon, but he stretched out and was able to get the football just across the goal line right there.
Yep. Good effort by Dalton Parks, but Parks couldn't bring him down, and he got free and made it 48-10.
Let's see here. According to KY3, it is still tied 28-28 at the end of the third quarter of the Nixa Parkview game.
So good game there, not so much here. 49-10 as the extra point is good for Carthage. Vision Health Eye Center. Outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear, from glasses, prescriptions, and contact lens fittings to emergency eye care. They help your family see, feel, and look better than they ever have before. Check them out online at visionhealtheyecenter.com. Since 1986, Yoakum Automotive has been the hometown auto repair shop you can trust. And with their new customer communication system, their mechanics will show you on your phone exactly what's wrong with your car and let you sign off before the repairs are made. That means you get back on the road even faster. Schedule an appointment online at yoakumautomotive.com. Here's a touchdown for your family budget. Combine your home and auto insurance and save money with State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Call her at 732-1414 or find her online at sarahrader.com. That's State Farm agent Sarah Rader at 732-1414. High kickoff. Ball is on the ground. It is recovered by Flood. Carthage had a couple of cracks to jump on it, and Flood came flying in from the back and saved the day.
Yeah, he did, because that would have, man, Carthage just gotten a short field there. You know that there's just been blood sharks right there.
Yep. Clock now moving continuously even after the kickoff and the fumble and Flood jumping on it. So clock moving down to 1:23 left in the third quarter. And the Carthage offense has just been much better tonight against the Republic defense in the second half than it was in the first half. And Hayes is going to keep it, gained about 3 before being picked up and thrown to the ground.
Yeah, it looked like that was a QB draw. Just a offensive line kind of spread the defensive line in different directions, kind of hoping that a hole opens up in the center there. And Lucas Hayes did a good job of trying to pick a spot on either side of his center, able to pick up about 3 yards.
2 wide receivers to each side. Hayes rolls to his right, cuts inside of a would-be tackler, and overthrows his intended receiver downfield, Gavin Walker. Walker's been the target a few times, but just haven't been able to find him. And that brings up third down at 7. And the clock will wind and probably take us to the end of the third quarter. It's 49-10 Carthage. Seven seconds left. Now they don't have to snap it, but they look like they are going to. Yes. And they're going to go up top for Flood, and he overthrew him by about 6 or 7 yards.
And at the end of the third
That'll bring up
quarter,
fourth down
Carthage
when the
wins
third
Republic.
quarter, when the fourth quarter picks up after a break. Whether you're moving out or you just can't live with that dirty carpet one more day, call Floor Gypsy. From floor to ceiling, wall to wall, and everything in between, they get it clean. Floor Gypsy will take care of your carpets, stone tile, and grout. And they do commercial and residential cleanings. They're locally owned and operated by a father and son team and proud supporters of Republic Tiger Sports. Call them at 425-7798. Floor Gypsy. They see clean in your future. Gold Medal Gyms is where Republic athletes build a foundation for future success. Whether it's gymnastics, cheerleading, or tumbling, young athletes learn skills that prepare them to take on virtually any sport they choose. Sign up for your free trial at their gorgeous new facility at Highway 60 and Highway M. Gold Medal Gyms, raising the bar for Republic athletics. So Republic's going to have to punt it away here. High snap. Watson catches, kicks. Ball's going to bounce and then bounce promptly right back the other direction. Sturdivant catches it. And Carthage will take over in Republic territory.
Four straight 3 and outs for Republic in the second half.
Totally the opposite of the first time these two teams faced each other. Second half was when Republic's offense kind of got rolling and made a dent in Carthage's defense, and this time Carthage has not allowed that, and the offense on the Carthage side of the ball has just kept rolling. And now they have changed quarterbacks again. Stephen Kurz is in there, the sophomore. So they got Sappington out there for a series to get him get his legs under him after missing so many games with an injury. And now they've got the sophomore out there, a loss of 1 on first down. Black Lab Coffee is more than just amazing coffee, more than breakfast sandwiches and great desserts. It's the locally owned coffee shop where you can drop in, be greeted by name, and enjoy a quiet place to work or some peaceful conversation. Case and his crew are waiting behind the counter to prepare your order. All you have to do is walk in. Black Lab Coffee at 545 East Elm Street in Republic. 2nd and 11 for Carthage. Down to 10:17 left in the game. This game and this season almost over. Handoff on the sweep. Goes to Dagan Sappington.
I think that
Hit
was
for a loss.
Sturdivant there for the tackle.
So loss of 3 brings up 3rd and 14. Probably only have about 10 or 12 plays left in this football season, and it's a disappointing one for Republic, but one that, you know, there have been times when they've shown progress, and we were talking on the way down, and I do feel good about the direction this team is going. Narber with the stop. Vizio was there as well. Brings up 4th and long for Carthage. There were times when the offense just looked like they were starting to get the system, and Dustin Baldwin's system has a lot of moving parts, and I think it took a while, but you know, I feel like there's a high ceiling with this program, and that they are moving in the right direction, and they've got some pieces in place and some guys coming back next year. Of course, they'll miss some of their seniors who have been big contributors. And a fair catch called by Cam Flood. He's one of the seniors who they'll miss next year. Jaden Duvall, and I don't want to start listing everybody because I'll miss somebody. Trying to go down the list. Now what the heck, I got the roster, but the seniors: Cam Flood, Colby Mooneyham, Jacob Cody, who had a big game last week, Logan Watson, Jaden Duvall, Brady Coggin, Trent Rackley, Nolan White, Drew Flippin. Soccer team will miss Drew Flippin as well next year. Ashton Mitchell, Jason Wright, Quinn Prater, Jordan Gold, a big part of this team. As they run it to the near side. And that was Appleberry. Jordan Gold, Riley Narber, and Kyle Bauer. All contributors and seniors who will be missed next year. But a lot of skill players back next year for the Tigers, including Lucas Hayes at quarterback and Sigmund, Wallace, a bunch of guys who have been a big part of the success of this team this year.
Right, a lot of returners are going to be coming back. A lot of experience coming back next year. I think the numbers for Coach Baldwin have increased a little bit each year he's been here. So I expect, you know, hopefully the numbers will just keep being bigger, and the amount of guys that come up 9 through 12 next year out for football.
Casey Peltz will be a big part of the defense next year. He's one of the key linebackers back, and that throw goes incomplete. I think that was another pass that was under pressure and hit as he threw. How many straight incompletions is that? It's a lot of INCs on your stat sheet over there.
It's 10 in a row. He's 7 out of 24 for the game.
So he was 7 for 14, not bad, and then 10 incomplete in a row, and they will punt it away again. Clock is down to 6:20 left to go in the game. And Watson's going to keep it and run it. Take it past the 20, 25, spins all the way up to the 28. He almost.
I love it.
Oh, he did get it.
Oh, yeah.
He got the wrong stick. Yep.
He got the first down by quite a bit.
Well, you talk about plays nobody was expecting.
Exactly. Chalk that up right there.
Yeah, I was distracted by there's something in the sky. 5:47 left in the game, and that keeps the drive alive. Would be nice to see a complete pass here before the game is over. Cam Flood, though, checks out over there, and I think he is probably done. Gets a handshake and a pat on the helmet from Dustin Baldwin. Handoff goes to Appleberry, the junior. He'll be back and be a contributor next year, you would assume.
Nick Wilkerson.
So will number 43, Tyler Thomasoff, he will also be someone that we'll see out there next year running around on the Friday nights.
Yeah, and this is Jared Hughes in there instead of Hayes, by the way. That pass is complete by Hughes. And the second, third, fourth, and fifth effort by the receiver Landon Porter, the sophomore.
Well, there's your completed pass.
Yep. Well, I intended when I said it that it would be nice for Lucas Hayes to get a completion to kind of break the streak, but we'll take this one. Hayes is done for the night. Down to 4:24 left in the game. I want to thank all of our sponsors who've made these broadcasts possible. This is the first year we've done video, and for the most part, we've gotten good feedback, and so I believe we'll be doing it again. It's been fun. Another completion to Porter near the first down marker, and he ends up being pushed ahead over the marker. So that'll move the chain for the Tigers with under 4 left in the game.
Real quick slant pass there.
And we'll have some video, some basketball video broadcasts as well. Haven't looked at the schedules enough to say which games I'll do and when, but I'll have that out. They're going to throw it long downfield and intended on the near sideline over here for Jackson Drennan, and Drennan kind of got turned around the wrong direction. So be watching the Republic Tiger Sports schedules page, not only for the game schedules, but I'll have a broadcast schedule on there as well for basketball. Of course, wrestling is starting, and the winter preview issue of the magazine will be coming out probably around the first week in December. So that'll be something to watch for as well. We'll have wrestling preview and girls and boys basketball. Third down at about 6 for the Tigers. Down to 2:38 left in the game. Who's trying to keep this drive alive. Hands it off to Appleberry. And gets near the first down marker, but I think he's a little short. Carthage will advance to play either Nixa or Parkview. And that game will be here because Carthage is the number 1 seed. And Republic will wrap up its season with a 3-8 record. Handoff. Trip and fall. Appleberry took the handoff and then fell down. And so he is short of the first down, and that was 4th, so it's a turnover on downs. And by the time Carthage gets out there and gets set up and they start the play clock, they'll only have to snap the ball a couple of times before this one will be over.
Well, as we move on, hopefully the athletes out here either go on to play a winter sport or get in the weight room to start preparing for next year's season.
It's always interesting to see. You know, they've had basketball tryouts, so football players that play basketball will be joining the team a little bit late, but not too late. Gain of a couple there on first down. Under a minute left to go.
Stop by Nolan White. Gain 3 on play.
Probably just one more snap left for Carthage.
Yep. Hand it off. Gain a couple of yards, and that is going to do it. That's going to close the book on tonight and close the book on Republic's 2018 football season. Year 2 under Dustin Baldwin. They go 3-8. As we were talking on the way, before we went on the air, on the way down here, I mean, this had so many games that could have gone either way early. They were, after that Joplin game, they had a conversation and kind of turned things around, went 3-3, and going into tonight, 3-4 the rest of the way. But as I said earlier, I do feel like this team has started to show some signs that they are picking up the Dustin Baldwin system and that they did make progress. I mean, you look at the record this year compared to last year, they won one more game this year than last year, but this was a far superior team to last year's team when you look at the scores and how many of the scores were close and could have gone either way, and there were a couple of losses that could have easily been wins. So not the season they wanted, not the season we wanted, but certainly an improvement and I think a step in the right direction.
You're exactly right, and we've mentioned multiple times that this has been a Republic team that I think has shown the most growth from week 1 to week 11. Some years the team stays kind of consistent, but this is definitely one that, we've seen so many things on both sides of the ball that have just gotten so much better. And, like you said, you listed off a bunch of juniors that will be returning next year, and I hope they all do, and I hope they all bring a friend, and we just, have so many guys that come out that we have a difficulty putting a jersey on everybody, and that's always a great problem to have when you're a coach. When you've got so many guys that come out, you have a hard time finding a helmet and stuff like that for them.
Tim Barnes, you got any stats for us?
Just a few. Lucas Hayes, 7 out of 24 for 94 yards. He also rushed 12 times for 58 yards. Sigmund had 9 carries, 16 yards, and the only touchdown.
All right, well, that's going to do it. Tigers dropped this one here tonight. They turned off the scoreboard. Was it 49-10? 49-10 was the final score. Carthage moves on to play Nixa or Parkview next week.
The beginning of the fourth quarter, Nixa 45, Parkview 28.
So probably Nixa comes down here next week, and they will face Carthage for a second time this year as well. Tigers lose it here tonight. Again, the final score 49-10. We appreciate you being along for the ride this season as we streamed video for the first time. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you will join us for basketball, boys and girls, as well when that season gets underway. Thanks again for watching Republic Tigers football on Republic Tiger Sports.